What up, everybody? This is DGK. This is Mafia Crime Wars. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about setting up formations and faction bonuses. So, a lot of us, as we are obtaining our new enforcers here, we see these little symbols here that each represent a different faction. Now, you do, in your formations, get bonuses based on the factions you are trying to set up. So, let's go ahead and set one up. As we come in here, we say, oh, we could just throw in one of her, one of her, one of her, one of her, and one of her. Now they're all different factions. We got no bonus for that whatsoever. Even though it may be a great team, it might even be the best team we have, it's still not providing us with anything in the way of a faction bonus. So how do we know what the faction bonus is? Well, let's check it out real quick, because a lot of you say, hey, where is this even at? We'll come in here on this screen, click this right up here, and it'll bring it up. Here's our faction bonus. And not only in here is our faction bonus, it's our weakness to each faction. So right here, we're going to have Mafia Enforcers. They are strong to Street Gang Enforcers. The Street Gang Enforcers are strong against the Lone Wolf Enforcers, and so on and so forth. And as you can see here, we will have our Mutant faction will be strong against the Cyborgs, and the Cyborgs against the Mutants. Those two factions have no weakness to any of the top three, and the top three have no specific advantage over the bottom two. Okay, so let's look at this here. If we choose Cyborg Enforcers, enforcers from the Cyborg faction can form a formation with those from other factions except Mutant, and the Mutant Enforcers alone will not activate any formation bonuses, but the bonuses are affected by the number of enforcers in the dispatch. So how's this all going to work out? If we dispatch 3 enforcers from the same faction to activate a powerful formation bonus, we'll get a plus 10 attack, and we'll get a max HP plus 10%. Both of those will be 10%. If we dispatch 3 enforcers from the same faction and 2 from another faction, we'll get 15 on the attack and 15 on the hit power. 4 enforcers from the same faction, we'll get 15 and 20. All 5 will get 25 and 25. Now, let's check out to see how this works, because even if we fill in this one here, we still might not get all the bonuses. So let's go ahead and figure out why. So let's throw up front, let's put in 2 Mafia Enforcers and 3 Lone Wolves. And let's see what kind of bonuses we get out of that. Alright, we activated 4 different lights and a middle section here. Okay, and we ended up here. It'll show us exactly where we're at. What we did there is we got an extra 15% attack and 15% max HP because we did 3 of one, 2 of another. So let's just kick out one of them and let's throw in 1 more Lone Wolf. Alright, now where are we at? Now we came down here, we got a 15 and 20, so that's even better. We're still not hitting any of these over here, but we're getting there. So let's throw in all 5, see if we get the faction bonus that is stated. All 5 of them, boom. Clicked it in, 25 and 25. As you can see up here, we clicked all 4 of the outside ones and the middle, but we still didn't get any of these down here. So you say, how do we fill those ones in? Okay, so let's say we're willing to give up a little of this 25 and 25 here. Let's throw in 2 cyborgs right up front and see what happens there. Ooh, we checked another box. So, nope, we still got that. Because remember, they can chain the formation to make it. So if we didn't have all of them, we wanted to use 2 cyborgs, they would fill in and we'll still get the 5 and 5. Let's take out all 3 of the Lone Wolves. Let's go in here to the cyborg. Let's throw 1 more of those in, and let's throw in 2. They can't form it that way. Let's go with 2 bats. I'm sorry, 2 street gangs. See what we got out of there. We're still at the 5. Okay, so let's turn this around. Let's throw in all from the Mutant faction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam! Now look what just happened. We skipped all of these over here. All the way down. But what we did get is a 30% defense, 25% energy recover, 15% crit, 30% crit damage, and a max energy of 500. We skipped all these, but these only provided 2 for us. Now see how we threw all 3 of those in? That's how you get those extra bonus stats over here on the right. That's going to come from having every single one of the same faction of the mutant or the cyborg. You'll fill these in, and these stat bonuses are super powerful. That's why they are all triple S. That's why they are all so good. So let's take, because we only have 3 in the cyborg faction in my account currently. So let's hit up the cyborg. Let's throw in the 3 from there. And now we have a 3 and 2. Let's see what that gets us. Now look, now we did something a little different here, didn't we? We dispatched 3 enforcers from the same faction and 2 to get this powerful bonus here, the 10% attack, 10% of the max HP, and we still got these 2 down here. So there's a lot of different ways that we can run this together. But the last thing you want to do when you're thinking about having appropriate formations for what you're setting up is just going in like I did and going let's go here to all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We even got 2 in there, but we lit nothing up over here. We're not helping ourselves from getting these faction bonuses and setting up this formation. Okay, so while I'm looking at this, a lot of you guys are wondering, well, how do I order this? Even if I did go over here and I said, oh, cool, well, I want to do a whole mutant faction like you did. I want that huge bonus. I say, okay, so we have, how am I going to put this in a specific order? I don't know. Can we just go like this? Not exactly. Each one of these guys here, even though we're going to get this huge bonus for doing so, this is completely set up wrong. We have a tank in the back. We have DPS in the front. So how are we going to set this up? So let's go back over here to owned and let's check him out. Let's just single down to this. Let's see what he is. So we're going to click to open on him here, and it's going to give us some general guidance. The devs set this up really well. Okay, he is a tank. So we know that, even though I don't agree with what they have put here, that he should be in the rear. Tanks are in front. That's what they're for. Okay, and you can also find out right here in this tab, he's a buffer. That's what he does. But a tank, the tank's the guy in front. He tanks for you. That's where you want him. Okay, so we know that guy's going to go in front. Let's see, what do we got here on the next one? This guy here, he's a tactician. He's going to be a buffer. He's going to be considered placed in the rear. Okay, cool. That's great. So we're going to throw that guy in back. He's going to do a lot of buffing. Good. Now let's come on. Let's see what she does. She's an assist. She does control. She's going to be one to put in the back too. Okay, great. Wonderful. Now who do we got here? This is going to be a tactician. He's an AoE attacker in the back, but we need some in the front. So if we are using some of these other factions, a little bit easier way for you guys to see this would be to go in one where I have a lot of them. We can look in here. She's going to be an AoE tactician, I believe. AoE attacker with a heal, and she's a tactician. She's going to be best in the back. Great. Cool. Now we're going to need somebody else for the front, though. So you're saying, who would that be? So here, we got Noelle. She is a shooter, also a damage dealer, and also a debuffer. But she is a double S. She has high base stats, and she would be really good in the front. So the things we want to have in front when we're doing a formation, and you can play with this all day and see what best suits the setup you have. But if we were going to go in from what I was just showing you, we need a tank, right? Well, this guy's a tank, so we'll throw him up front. She's a frontline attacker. Now in the back, we're going to throw up an AoE attacker, a tactician. You know, we're going to throw him back there. And just a couple AoEs, a couple defenses, and let's see what we got for a faction bonus here. Now that we put that in there, we got all 5 of them get a 25% attack boost and a 25% max HP boost. That's how we're going to set that one up. And we can save that here so we don't forget it. We did all that research, put them all in there, great. Now for me, you know, once I get this so I don't have to fool around later, because I kind of know what they are, I want to flip over here. I'm really trying to build my mutant faction. So I'm going to throw in, he is a tank. I consider this guy a tank. I'm going to put him back there. He's one of my attackers. She's an attacker, and he is the greatest in-game support right here. I'm going to throw that together. I'm going to get that whole bonus for this. I'm not randomly do this, so I'm going to save. Now, just this formation right here, not even as high as, let's put in the best formation I have, the one that I currently use for everything because it's the way I built it. It goes like this. He is a tank. I have him up front. I put her up front because basically she disappears from the line anyways. I throw in my AoE attacker in the back, my healer here, my other healer support, and AoE damage dealer. I got no bonus whatsoever for this, but this is considered my best team. Even if I took out him for my AoE and I threw in her, I get nothing. Not a thing. So, we want to be real careful when we're doing placement. Even though that looks right here like the greatest team on paper that I have, this team right here would probably beat that. So, let's look at those faction bonuses. Let's recognize what's in the game. Let's set it up right and enjoy. I hope you guys liked the video. Again, if you liked it, hit subscribe and leave a like. Thank you guys so much for watching.